posting regularly on social media and still not getting that much in the way of reaction or leads or clients? If so, this could be because you're focusing too much on sales posts and not enough on letting your potential clients get to know who you are and exactly why you might be the right person to help them. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what you might be missing and why your story can be an essential part of building like, know, and trust with your potential clients. My name's Rachel Roberts, and I help ELT, ESL, and MFL freelancers build a business model and marketing strategy so that you can earn more and work less. Work with me on my 6-month group program designed to flourish. Check out the description below the video for more details and to book a call. Think about an investment you recently made in your business or one that you're considering making. In most cases, you probably went or are still going through a process. Process begins when you first start to think that you might need help with something. Prior to that, perhaps you didn't realize that there was a problem at all, or you thought that the problem was something which you couldn't do anything about, or that you could solve it for yourself. Now you realize you probably need help. Sometimes you will then invest in immediately solving that problem, but more often than not, you will start to go through a process of researching and thinking about how that problem might be best solved and who it is that could best help you. This could go on for a few weeks or even a few years, depending upon how urgently you feel you need that problem solved and how big the investment is in solving that problem. This is what's known as a buyer journey, and all your potential clients are somewhere along that journey. So your content needs to speak to them at every stage of the journey, not just at the point when they're already ready to buy. One of the most important things in making that decision to invest in working with you is trust. If your clients don't feel that they're able to trust you with helping them, they're not going to be ready to invest in working with you. So a big part of the reason for sharing content on social media is to develop that trust. They need to know that you know what you're talking about, but they also want to get some sense of who you are and what it would be like to work with you. And finally, they need to consider if they trust you to help them get the result that they so badly want. So if all you're posting are sales posts, there isn't really that much opportunity for them to build up that rounded picture and develop that trust. Your posts need to build that trust, show them who you are, and help them to understand whether or not they would be making the right decision in choosing you. And your story can be an important part of that process. Your potential clients want to know something about who you are because they're making a decision about whether you're someone they'd like to work with. This is particularly important when you offer a service such as coaching or teaching because it's about a relatively long-term relationship. However, they don't necessarily want to know every detail about every country you've visited, what your favorite food is, what your hobbies are, and so on. They want to know your story as it relates to them. So my potential clients are often interested to hear about my background in English language teaching because it reassures them that I know the field inside out. I've worked as a teacher both in the UK and abroad, in private language schools and in the state system in colleges and universities. And I was a teacher trainer on both CELTA and Delta. This means I have an in-depth understanding of both the realities of teaching and the underlying methodology. I can therefore help and advise teachers in terms of creating a program that will perfectly meet the needs of their individual client group. I've also spent 13 years as a freelance materials writer, writing quite a few course book series, which again means that I'm in a great position to help you with developing a course or program. And I've run my own freelance business since 2008, which means that I really understand what it takes to build not one but 2 businesses from the ground up. One of the reasons I went freelance in the first place is because I burnt out twice in my employed roles. I realised that this was a combination of unreasonable expectations put upon me by my employers, but also unreasonable expectations that I put upon myself. perfectionism, people pleasing, and so on. As a result of this self-discovery, I trained as a counsellor and psychotherapist, and this has helped me uncover all of those people pleasing tendencies I have myself, problems with boundaries, and so on. And that means that I'm in a great position to help my clients with exactly the same thing, so that they don't end up in a similar burnt out situation in their own business as they had previously when they were working for an employer. This is a big part of why I talk about earning more and working less, because I believe by designing a program that will both help your clients and help you to reduce your contact hours, we're getting the best of both worlds. I also trained as a coach before starting this business in 2018. And so I'm really well prepared with that and my teacher training and teaching experience to work with both individuals and groups in order to help them not just understand the theory of running a successful business, but how to actually make it happen and deal with the blocks that can get in the way. So, can you see now why elements of my story are actually super relevant to you as potential clients? And I hope can help you build up the trust necessary to make that decision at some point when it's right for you to work with me and let me help you with your business. If you'd like to find out more about that, just check the description below this video. So, what elements of your story might be really important for your potential clients to hear? It could be about your previous experience of working in the same industry as your clients, or your experience in another industry which is still relevant to what they do, or your experience with previous clients, or even your life experience and how that has shaped your approach towards teaching and learning. It could even be about your experience as a learner, which could be something that they relate to. It's all about bridging the gap between you and them and helping them to see how who you are and the experience you have and the approach that you take makes you a great fit for them. So spend a little time just thinking through what it is that your clients need to know about you, your beliefs, your attitudes, your experience, your approach, and how you could put that into your social media content. If elements of my story have resonated with you, you can find out more about me and what I offer on my website, earnlearnthrive.com, or as I said, check out the description below the video. And in the next video coming up on your screen, I'm talking about how you can keep coming up with fresh ideas for the content to market your ELT, ESL, or MFL freelance business.